How's it going, guys? So we are back for our second week of Halloween, and I'm here to bring you over 50 different skins. Yeah, it's quite a bit, but I'm gonna leave the hard decision up to Hulk. There was so many. I had to shave this list down so much. There's so many good things. But anyways, we've got a second week of Halloween. Hulk told me that he will most likely pick 10 skins again instead of 8. If there are enough, and well guys, I think there's enough, so I think it's pretty well said that we'll be getting that 10. So we'll be seeing that there. I believe the actual Halloween items from Face Punch will probably stay in through at least this next week, if not till the end of next wipe. I know the Halloween event is running until then, so we'll just have to see. I'll get back to you guys if we're gonna have another week of Halloween or not. We'll just have to see how that goes. But nonetheless, here we are to take a look at the Pumpkin Farmer set from Andy Boo, and yeah, it's got like little chunks of pumpkin as armor. I think that's pretty great, and you gotta love the fact that the butt is a pumpkin. I mean, how can you not? Back here we've got a pumpkin hoodie. I wouldn't recommend flipping that up, that'll probably feel quite nasty. And then we've got some pumpkin little knee protectors going on here too, so definitely a funny little set. Love the look of this one here. Next from Odyssey, we've got another hoodie and pants set. This is the zombie suit, and as you can see, it's an old tethered suit, but you got like pieces coming through. You've got some ribs showing, maybe some bones poking out here and there. You know, you can see something going on back here, the back of the ribs. A knee poking through, some zombie flesh and so forth. So it's definitely a creative little set. Definitely like the look of this one for sure. Next, we've got the Scarecrow bandana for you. This one's brought to us by Fi. It's been redone a couple times, and it has a really nice orange glow. So yeah, there's so many different clothing items. I think we're just gonna go through and show the glow for each individual one. But there you go. It's got the glowing orange teeth kind of going all the way around it. Next up, we've got the Pumpkin Riot Helmet by Killer B, and well, as you can see, it's a riot helmet that looks like it may or may not be made out of certain plastic pumpkin pails. And not so sure how well that's going to protect your noggin, but of course, like all the other Halloween skins, it's going to have some glow to it. Let's take a look-see here, and there you go. Boom. Very own jack-o'-lantern head. Next, we've got the Wearing Dead set from Little Ranger, and I don't know if, since it's, you know, wearing, is it wearing dead people on you, kind of like the zombie skin-wearing people of The Walking Dead? I don't know. We'll just have to see what that is, but one way or another, this is a very spooky armor set, especially this teeth thing going on back there. You've got like half of like, I don't know, something that looks like it comes out of Resident Evil. Of his face poking out there. There's all sorts of just kind of like crazy things going on. Some more teeth up there. Ooh, those pustules. Brains. Definitely very cool. And of course, it glows. Because why wouldn't it? Come on now. There we go. Look at that. All like the pustules and eyes and the brain parts. That's really cool. I like the multiple different types of glow going on too. That's actually a really awesome effect. Next up, we've got the Maniac Set. It is a metal face mask and a hoodie and pants. And it's made to straight up look like, well, a straight jacket. Haha, straight up, you get it? Yeah, I shouldn't even try jokes. But you've got some chains and some padlocks, lots of belts and buckles from the former straight jacket that looks like it's been repurposed. And the mask here, just, it looks great. Something straight out of Hannibal, honestly. I love it. They did a really good job, and you wouldn't think of metal face mask paired with just pants and hoodie, but it's honestly a really cool looking set. Next up, we've got the Clown from Fried Chicken, and yeah, it gives me vibes of Twisted Metal. It looks kind of like junk car pieces put together to make this clown mask. You've got this weird stuff. I mean, it's supposed to kind of look like the bozo hair, but I'm not sure that's hair. And yeah, the actual chest piece of it kind of keeps the color theme, but also kind of looks like a repurposed, maybe like airsoft vest or something like that. Maybe this guy was about to go paintballing, decided, nah, you know what, I'm gonna be a murderous clown, you know, because of course, Halloween. Next up, and last for our clothing so far, we've got the Pumpkin Warrior set by Frito, and yeah, it's you know, kind of has that candy mixed with Halloween theme, kind of like his Easter set. And there's a ha 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 and a boo. Back here we've got a giant Raider treat with the giant lollipop, and then over here it almost looks like it's like stitched, kind of like the material beanie would be more made out of. Got the cobwebs and some candies. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is the face of the pumpkin. You see so much of the real face underneath, it just looks kind of weird. I feel maybe if the mouth was a little bit lower and you wouldn't get the real human mouth in there, it wouldn't look so overlaid. I don't know. Alright guys, let's take a look at the deployables now. We've got, first up, are the 4 sheet metal doors here. We've got the first one here, which is the mummy sheet metal door by Lisa. We've got the zombie door over here by World. It's Alive version 2 by Johnny. And another mummy door brought to us by UAD. So those are definitely some nice ones. They all have a little bit of a glow to them, so we'll check that out here shortly. We've got some sheet metal double doors for you, starting right here with Mishka's Nightmare Catcher door. Next, we've got M Demon's Halloween Party Glow. Halloween Party. It just says glow at the end. I messed up the name there. Next, we've got the Howling sheet metal double door. And this one over here, which I'm not even 100% sure on, is the Fresh Meat double door. And some of that doesn't look so fresh, honestly. And over here, for Return for the Halloween Week, is the sheet metal double door from Hell. Now, over here, we've got a couple garage doors for you. This one over here is the Dead Space garage door. Then we've got the very popular zombie garage door. The Day of the Dead garage door. Don't know what that noise was. Over here we've got the Watching Guillotine and the Ghostly garage door. Now I'm not sure on the Ghostly door because it doesn't, you know, with the sheet there, that doesn't necessarily look like it rolls. So I'm not sure, but since it's a sheet, not a solid object, it might be passable. I mean, you probably don't want a sheet in between you rolling anything because it's going to get all caught up in there. But hey, you know, we'll just see. It was a really cool door, and I want to just kind of give it a chance, you know what I mean? And with this, I like the guillotine. It's a nice idea. I mean, you got these kind of almost like leathery skin look with eyes, and then this very not so sharp looking guillotine here. And looks like it's got some use. Probably don't want to slide under that garage door there, but we've definitely got some cool ones. Love the look of this. Lastly, we've got a double armored door for you, and this door is just awesome. I love the paint style of it. It is the Flesh Eater armored double door, and of course we can toggle his eyes, which is kind of creepy, because you also kind of see the bottoms of the eyeballs still, so it kind of looks like someone rolling the eyes into the back of their head and opening like a portal to another world. I don't know. Anyways, pretty cool right there. Love the look of these doors. I mean, it's so much to choose from. I am so glad I don't have to narrow it down any more than this. Next up, we got some sleeping bags. First one here is from La Crempe, I believe. And it is the, let's see, a cursed sleeping bag? Yes, cursed sleeping bag. There we go. That's why we gotta have our cheat sheets, guys. Definitely a cool little bag. Love the look of it. More classic Halloween. And over here, we've got a cool bag from Mishka. It is the Comfortable Coffin. I don't know how comfortable I'd feel in a coffin, but the glow on this thing is pretty sweet, which we'll show you shortly. Next up, we've got 2 amazing furnaces from Vlek, the Hell Oven and the Demonic Red Hot Stone. So this is the Demonic Red Hot Stone, and I just love, like, the look of it when it's off. You kind of have that faint little glow back there, and when you turn it on, the opening of the furnace is one of the 2 eyes. How cool is that? Really love the look of that. Over here, he did the same deal with the pumpkin. Very cool. Love the look of it. Then over here, we've got a crazy, insane little Joker-looking clown furnace, and you know, looks like it was painted by a psycho. Fits right into the crazy clownness. And then lastly over here, we've got the Mummy Frankenstein Ancient Curse Furnace by Shenmon, which is a very cool one, for sure. And, whew, finally, lastly, the Witch Box by Sponsor. It's got lots of cool glowing elements. Got a little witch right there. And this bat with a pumpkin face. Very cool. So, let's get to the moment of seeing them all in the dark. Alright. Let's do it. You guys ready? This is gonna be some cool stuff. Alright. That's neat. The one eye is kind of cool. I like how the teeth light up pretty well too. These two just look amazing. Amazing work. Rest, I don't think that any of the other furnaces had. Nope, no details on top. Here's the sleeping bag. See what I mean about the cool glow? Oh. And I think one of the Halloween events is starting. That is really funny. Oh, appropriate for music there. Definitely some cool glow. Look at that. And you don't expect the eye to glow that much, which I think is really awesome. And there you have it, guys. Alright, so let's go take a look at the weapons and things. Alright, starting up, we've got some hammers for you. Starting out with this awesome little hammer. It is the Brain Eater by Little Ranger. I just love the look of it. It's got a Frankenstein zombie slime creature thing going on. It's kind of a combo of all of them. I definitely like it. Next, we've got a pumpkin to bash your walls together with. It's the Pumpkin Hammer by Vase. And next, we've got the Demon Hammer with its crazy, evil, devil glowing eyes by Nixon. Moving on, we got a rock by Diva Dan and friends. And it is your very happy, friendly zombie rock that you seem to hold by the ear. And yeah, it's this thing is gross, and I love it because of that. Next, we're moving on to guns. And we've got the Bone Python. This one's pretty cool. It's created by Krov to go along with the bone bow. Aiming down the sights, you've got a painted but not glowing sight. And the handle itself kind of looks like it is made out of bone. Shoot off a couple there. And do a reload for you folks. Alright. Next, we've got a SAR for you. This one's all sorts of Halloween-y pumpkin goodness. It is the Pumpkin Head SAR from Jessen. Aiming down the sights here, you've got quite a bit of the pumpkin glow in your face. Go ahead and do a reload there. And let's go ahead and cycle through these and take a look at their glow before we move on to the next ones. So here's the SAR. And I believe, there we go. That's some crazy glow right there on that hammer. Check that out. And then we should have some glow here. There we go. Boom. Then, the rock. The eyes have a glow. And lastly, that should be it. Next up, we've got a cool SMG with this beautifully depicted almost, I guess it's like a skull made of blood maybe. It's the Vampire's Wrath by Kazdor. So I think, you know, blood vampire kind of goes together for sure. Aiming down the sight here, you've got a jawless skull with a bloody print around it. Almost looks like a seal of some sort. Maybe it is. Next, we've got a couple AKs for you, starting with this one right here, and it's a reanimated AK by Hexith, and it looks like it was pretty much made from all sorts of nasty Halloween monsters, honestly. Aiming down the sight, you've got who knows what, flesh, pustules, that used to be an eye, maybe, I'm not entirely sure on that, honestly. Moving on, we've got a kind of familiar looking AK. It's from Milo Frito, and it's pretty much the lovable AK from Easter, changed it over to look like a Halloween thing. So back here you've got your little happy ghost, you've got all sorts of candies. There is a kind of, you know, you don't really notice the eye at first, but that's not a candy, that is an eyeball in there. And yeah, little pumpkins and sprinkles and all sorts of little Halloween-y stuff. Next, we've got another crazy bits and pieces looking AK, and it's the Parasite by Anathan, I believe. Yes, Parasite by Anathan. And yeah, this is some kind of parasite I definitely wouldn't want to catch, because I don't want random teeth growing out of the cracks in my skin. Don't know about you guys. But it definitely looks quite cool on an AK, I have to say. Moving on, we've got a very spidery AK for you. This is the AK-47 Arcane by Depsky, and well, you know, I think you can guess why, because the Arachne, Arcane, I said Arachne, I can't speak. You guys know what I mean, spider. Spider. There's spiders. There you go. Alright. Boom. And lastly here, I believe, for our AKs, we've got the Werewolf Slayer by Trix. And if my looking up of Latin is correct, this should say something like, save us from the dead or something like that. Something along the lines of that. But definitely very cool. Looks like something you would see in the hands of vampire and werewolf hunters anyways. So very cool. Love the big rip right there. Quite an awesome looking AK for sure. And when it comes to glow, only the werewolf hunter has a glow, and it has kind of like a holy light glow coming just from underneath your hand. So it's a very interesting little concept right there, for sure. Alright, and lastly, guys, we've got a couple LRs, starting with this one right here. It's a very beautiful Myrtos LR from Moonfighter. And yeah, everything's kind of Halloween, but we do kind of have the Day of the Dead was something that happened here in October as well. So definitely a cool little thing to recognize. I love kind of like the old dirty kind of like tile look to it with the beautiful, beautiful Day of the Dead graffiti on there. Very, very cool. Next, we've got a crazy, crazy LR. This thing looks like something you'd probably get out of, I don't know, a Nerf shop or something. It's the Jokester from Algorithm. Definitely very cool and bright looking LR. Aim down the sight, you've got some yellow coloring to help you, and with your aim, and otherwise, not too much. Just the whole excitement is the bats on the side, I believe. Next, we've got an M249 for you guys, and this one is pretty cool. Imagine taking an M249, making it kind of wood, and turning it into a carved pumpkin, and that's what you got with the Haunted Terror M249. The back of the M2 isn't too exciting. Aiming down the sights is quite a bit boring there. But you gotta love kind of like the splash and the leaking of whatever this kind of stuff making the pumpkin sauce is. The spider webs down there, definitely very cool for sure as well. And, whoops, lastly, we've got a frag grenade for you guys. From Krav is the Trick Treat grenade. And yeah, it's a little pumpkin glowing grenade. I mean, what else isn't there to get from that? Right? Well, let's take a look at these guys here in the dark. Quite a few of these ones glow. So here we go with the grenade. Then the M249. Hello, M249? M249. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we've got the bats. There you go. Alright, well guys, that does it. Sound off down in the comment section below which ones you like the most and why. Which ones you're hoping to see the most on Thursday. And wow, there's just so many good ones. You know, best wishes to help when picking through these, because it was a heck of a time for me just to narrow it down to these 50 or so. So again, guys, amazing work everyone. You've all done such an amazing job. It's been an awesome Halloween picking season, and I can't wait to see which of your skins make them in this next week. Y'all have a great one. Happy Halloween.